they've got, according to the JCPOA, the Iran deal, the IAEA had cameras that fed live pictures to the headquarters in Vienna. And but there's been a problem since Trump walked away from that deal. I mean, there's still inspectors having access to Iran's nuclear sites, but the problem is with the cameras, because the inspectors cannot be there all the time. So the cameras that are used as a backup, the Iranians have recently decided to deny access to those cameras. They're trying to up their leverage in the negotiations with the United States. So this has created a problem now. Now they are going to put storage cards in those cameras, so at least whatever the pictures the cameras do take, they can be viewed later on. This has been a sticking point, and this is a tactical victory for those who want negotiations to succeed, and it's a way forward for now. But a long way remains, because there are other outstanding issues when it comes to Iran's nuclear file.
Now, we mentioned the possibility of future talks here. What would be your prediction at this point, Meir, about where future talks are headed, when they may occur, or what direction these negotiations may take?
Well, David, it's difficult to predict the short to the immediate future, but what I can say is that for these talks to succeed, first and foremost, the West needs some answers regarding traces of enrichment found at some Iranians' undeclared sites, such as Torkozabad, which Prime Minister Netanyahu, based on information from the Mossad, revealed. And the Iranians, the answers to those have not been forthcoming. The other sticking issue is that America wants to have an Iranian commitment that says, okay, we'll return to the nuclear deal, but Iran needs to make a commitment saying that they will follow up these talks with talks about Iran's presence in the region and Iran's missile program. And the Iranians are very apprehensive about that. Their presence in the region is very important. We saw the pictures yesterday from Defense Minister Benny Gantz. And of course, on the Iranian side, they're also concerned to say, okay, we will make all these, we went through all these negotiations once and the Americans walked away. What is there to say that they're not going to walk away again? So they also want some guarantees that from the U.S. that if they make all these compromises, that the U.S. doesn't walk away again.
Meir, this other dimension, as you allude to here a bit here, the Israeli revelations that keep coming out, the Defense Minister Benny Gantz, different officials revealing things, in other words, revealing that they're still closely monitoring ongoing and aggressive Iranian behavior, according to the Israelis. And they're saying, we're ready to act alone if the world doesn't restrain this program. What do those threats look like to you? We've seen them before.
Well, actually, I think under Bennett, under the current government, I would say they're more serious and more realistic than they were under Netanyahu. First and foremost, because unlike Netanyahu, the Bennett government is Bennett-Lapid. Sorry, Mr. Lapid. Bennett-Lapid government is working with the Americans. It's not going against the Americans. It's going with the Americans, and this actually increases the credibility of Israel's concerns. Secondly, I think that because of these close cooperations, the Americans are more sympathetic to our concerns. And third and finally, I don't think the Israeli government is going to attack as long as the talks have a chance of succeeding, and of course if meanwhile Iran doesn't make a weapon. And I think that's going to be the case. And if the talks fail and the Americans feel that it was because of Iran not being the reasonable side, then I think America will not have a problem handing over the file to Israel, and that will be up to Israel to attack. I hope we don't reach that stage, but if we do, we're going to be alone. But do I think we have the capability to do it? Yes.
Meir Javedanfar, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.